I'm hoping Dad's even comes over here. Let's see if I can get anybody on over here today. Yoo-hoo, come on over. Yoo-hoo, come on over. I got a topic to debate today. Hopefully people come on over to join panel. Demon Timish. Fucking North Korea. Hell yeah. How you doing? Shiba Sekia. I'm not sure how to spell that, or I mean how to pronounce that. Sorry about that, bro. Don't mean to be. Demon Timish. I like that. It's like, whoa, Demon Timish. All is well, boss man. Oh, cool. Thank you. Sorry for like totally just like not being able to pronounce it. I mean, you're saying all is well, so I thank you. Two people up in the thing as far as the reader goes. Hey, he's carbon exposed. I got questions today. I'm hoping for a panel. You know, be nice to have a whole panel of guests. You know, to discuss the United States of America. You know, and all of its wonders and everything. What's up, East Carbon Exposed? Hey, the tribe. Oh, cool. Awesome. We got a panelist. Somebody to talk to, ask questions to. At the stage.
Hey, man. How are you?
Hey, pretty good. I'm all right. I could be a lot better, but you know how this world is.
Are you really in North Korea or no?
No.
Okay, that's why I said Shiba Tekia to test you to see if you knew the language.
No, the North Korea is the United States of America, but they tell us that North Korea is the bad guys. You know.
I see what you're saying.
It's hard to. It's basically welcome to North Korea until further notice. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
When the United States starts acting like the United States, maybe I won't think that the supposed country I was born in.
Now, my question is, what is the connection between North Korea and America? What are the affiliations or associations?
Okay. In 2006, okay, when I was a kid, I was 18 when the World Trade Centers got bombed. Okay. And the thing about that is that I was thinking, wait a second. You know, you would think that if some planes flew into the United States or into the trade centers.
I mean, that's what it looked like, right?
Yeah, that's what it looked like and everything. But you would think that the fucking buildings might topple over if any parts of them broke.
But I have a question. Did you see the first plane?
I seen what the news showed us, bro. I wasn't.
All right. Did the news show us the first one?
I don't think so.
Thank you very much.
Because when I woke up that morning, I was sitting with my homeboy up in this attic out in the shed that was his bedroom in a white trash town called Spring. Not Sun Valley. Silver Springs, Nevada.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm sitting here. I'm sitting with my badass homeboy out in his tool shed, basically with an attic where his bedroom was in
Okay.
the attic, and he had a extension cord running from his mother's house out to his attic. You know,
Gotcha.
I mean, I was 18. My friend was probably like 19. Uh, and yeah. Anyways, we wake up in the morning. We turn on the TV, and all of a sudden, this news article that the World Trade Centers just got hit, or something. You know how it went, whatever it
Right.
went.
All right.
But yeah. Then when I seen the fucking, I was kind of worried when I seen that there were some planes running into the trade centers, but I wasn't really worried about, because I've always been insubordinate. But at the same time, I was worried about the United States of America people, right?
Okay.
And next, all of a sudden, I see the fucking building just fucking fall like fucking
Okay.
straight through itself with all the
Right.
dust and everything. And I
Right.
said, "What
Right.
the
Like a demolition.
yeah, more than a demolition, you know what I mean? Like uh the demolition, they don't turn the buildings into complete microscopic dust. The only force known to
Right.
man that can do that is an
Right.
atomic blast. The
Right.
percussion wave.
Yes, because they use magma like molten lava explosives that were, it didn't turn off for 3 months, 4 months at end to make sure
Yeah,
that
no, they
everything
don't
was
turn off
was
that's why
right.
they put a cooling pool at the top. That's why they cased it off with concrete and then put a water
Now my
puddle at
question to
top.
you is what is the question? I mean, we're talking about loose change. What are we talking about?
No, what I was talking about, I wanted a whole panel to come up today because I've been in an argument with a guy I respect this morning.
All right.
Um, the thing is he put some comment about like if everybody's gonna vote Democrat, this and that. And I was just trying to simply tell him, hey, bro, there is no Democrat Republican bullshit. We're humans. We need our rights. These are fundamental rights, basic to life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And he
There is
wouldn't quit fucking going down that MAGA train with me. You know what I
there,
mean?
there is no left, there is no right.
Yeah, but the thing is he's basically trying to tell me that I need to. Um, he basically did the whole get out of my country thing. You
Okay.
know,
All right.
very
So what?
ignorantly.
But so what? But so what?
Oh, I know it is. It is. So what? It just is kind of sad that a guy that I like has spent like the last 4 or 5 years with, sharing about rights and freedoms. I come to
Right.
find out this morning he doesn't even really give a fuck about rights or
Well,
freedoms.
well, maybe he's transitioning. Maybe he's not A1
He's
anymore.
definitely transitioning. He's full on fucking MAGA. He
All
thinks
right.
that
So
he thinks that fucking kicking a bunch of brown people that speak Spanish out of the country is going to save him some tax dollars
okay.
when we're not supposed to be paying taxes at all. And
Right.
on top of it, if they can force the Hispanic people into showing identification just to live, that destroys the right to life. Now all of a
Very
sudden,
well.
my fucking white ass from Utah is going to have to fucking prove that I have the proper documentation to live in my country. God,
Right.
it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Right. Right. And to be honest, you don't even look like you're from Utah. You look like you look like Iranian. You look Persian.
Yeah, everybody says I look like I park camels and everything, but guess what,
Yeah.
bro? I'm like, I'm just a Caucasian kid from
You
Utah,
couldn't tell. You
but
couldn't tell. You couldn't tell, brother. You couldn't tell, man. When people just live their life and they don't live their life as white or live their life as color, that would be insignificant.
yeah,
It would
definitely.
it would never bother you.
It
It would
totally
never
is
bother you.
insignificant.
Yeah, it would be very insignificant. Like, listen, I'm whiter than you. I'm whiter than you. But I'm but
Perhaps,
I'm but I'm Latino. I'm Spanish.
okay, yeah,
You understand? I have
yeah, I can tell.
I'm brunette. I'm brunette with blue eyes.
You speak better Spanish than I do.
I'm a ginger. I'm a ginger.
That's cool. That's
You
cool.
understand? So
Yes, sir.
all this stuff like back and forth and extreme
Oh, I
right,
know.
extreme left. that shit is it's insignificant.
Exactly.
If you live
That's
your
what I
life,
was trying
if
to
you
point
live
out
your
to
life,
homeboy.
right? If you live your
Yeah,
life without
exactly.
being preoccupied, you will never feel the repercussion of anything or anyone. Nothing will bother you.
No, everything does. Everything is at my doorstep right now. For one, I live in Mexico. Okay. For
Beautiful.
two, I cannot go to the United States without being forced to prove I'm an American. You
Right.
know,
But you're in
and
Mexico. You don't have those issues.
not at this time. I'm living
Oh,
free at this time. But
okay.
I want to go back to the United States of America. You know,
Eventually.
yeah, eventually. I want to just be able to go back and come back when I want to. I want to. I want to have the freedom. You know what I mean?
But don't you have the freedom?
No, I don't have the freedom.
Okay, why? Because you're not an American?
No, for 20 years in the United States of America, in this county I was raised up in, this fucking douchebag, he thinks he's a Republican too. You know, he thinks that he's the conservative. Like, he goes around telling people how to keep their yard, but he thinks he's the conservative. That's a liberal ass thing to do. You
Right.
know, a conservative is supposed to be trying to conserve the rights of others, not tell people how to keep their fucking yard. That's diminutive of the. That's
Okay.
diminishing the right.
So the main problem you had before was that you used to vote.
No, I've never voted before in my fucking life.
So why would
No,
politicians be a problem to you?
no, it's this public works dude was coming by my house, trying to tell me when I'm gonna clean my yard, how to clean my yard. Um,
Well.
uh,
It's you gotta keep the environment clean.
oh no, it's not that, you know.
I mean, if you want to live in total anarchy, then you have to separate yourself
Yeah, no,
because
I don't want to live in anarchy. I believe in the rule of law. I believe in the
all
rule
right.
of law. I believe that um that your rights, the law is upholding your rights
Yeah,
and my rights. Okay, that's
right.
actually the law.
But the thing is, if you're an American, you have to deal with that.
So the thing about it is that this guy was coming around with his little public service job where he's supposed to be upholding my rights, trying to tell me how to keep my private property, right?
Right.
So the thing about it is he's a public agent trying to regulate my private property, and he doesn't see the irony in that, but I do. You know, the
Mhm.
thing about it is so 20 years of this harassment had gone on, and I started recording his bitch ass in 2015,
Right.
and
Was your house was your house the only house like that in the neighborhood?
no, I'm from a small ass town in
Okay.
central Nevada that has
Okay.
like 100 people in it,
Okay.
and um, there's high winds, and the high winds they carry sand. So
I see.
basically,
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's a desert.
it sandblasts everybody's houses.
I
Modern
understand.
stick homes are not properly built to live in that sandy, windy
Got you.
environment.
Got you.
And in fact, back in the 40s, the town was built by the military, and they accidentally brought the houses up that were supposed to be going to, I think, Santa Fe, New Mexico. And
Right.
they actually built the houses that were supposed to go to Santa Fe in New Mexico in central Nevada, and they built the houses that were supposed to go to central Nevada in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Right.
So
Is that why?
basically,
Is that why you left to Mexico because of that problem you had for 20 years?
no, I left to Mexico because my rights were converted into crimes, and I was told that I would be bound, gagged, and medicated when they got me into custody.
Okay.
So I said, "Oh fuck no, that's more than jail."
But why?
I didn't
Why
commit a
you?
crime.
Why you?
I
Why
didn't commit
you
a
and no
crime,
one else?
actually.
But why you?
Huh?
Why you and no one else?
Well, in 2011, Kelly Thomas was beaten to death by the police in California.
Yeah, brother.
And
But we're in 2026.
Oh, I know. But so then in 2012, or by 2012, the organization Cop Block had been started, and I started watching Cop Block in 2011. And by 2015, I started recording my public officials in the course of their public duties.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's when I started being threatened to have my cameras stuffed up my ass.
All right. So you decided to antagonize and be in people's business, and then they retaliated. Now
Not
what?
people's business.
Yeah.
Public service employees are not people.
Yeah, but that's not your business.
No, that is my business. They're my employee.
All right, so that's why you feel the way you feel. That's why you feel the way you feel, and you feel like you had to be exiled.
No, I don't feel the way I feel because of that. I feel like the way I feel because I was being harassed by public service employees.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have been auditing them.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have been doing that.
Oh, I shouldn't have been?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been doing that. I shouldn't have even been doing that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Braxis, come on, bro.
That's what happens. So now you have to deal with the bullshit. That's your fault. You stepped into their territory.
No.
Yeah. Because you feel entitled.
No, they stepped into my territory, dude.
You feel entitled.
No, they stepped into my territory.
Yeah, you live in their country. They don't live in your country.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right then. All right. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, buddy. I'll see you, man. Have a good one.
No, don't go. You're bad. I want to have. Oh, fuck that. Why the fuck did you take off? I was just agreeing with you that I was living in their fucking country, dude. Don't fucking take off. Fucking talk. Fucking damn, bro. You want to be so fucking smart, but then you want to fucking just run the fuck off? I was just agreeing with you. That's sad ass. That's sad ass. East Carbon, I added you to the stage. I added you to the stage. Come on back, East Carbon. We'll talk about it. I hope that fucking Abraxas come back. I know that was Abraxas. I could tell that was Abraxas. He's a smart ass motherfucker. He's awesome. He's a good ass dude too. Why did he have to take off? We were having a good fucking conversation. We were having a great fucking conversation, dude. Come on back now, you hear? Come on back now. Where's East Carbon? I tried to add him to the stage. I hope he comes back. I hope East Carbon comes back too. Come on back. Here's East Carbon. Hey. Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew this guy was a troll.
No, he's not a troll. He's not a troll.
Yeah, he's a troll.
No, he's smarter than fuck, dude. You just don't understand it, but that's okay. It's not for us to understand. It's for us to comprehend and rise above. You know, he knows what he's talking about. He knows exactly what he's talking about. I shouldn't have not been trying to live in their fucking world. I shouldn't have even been trying to even give a fuck about them. I brought myself into fucking going and seeking a redressal for a grievance that I had, and it was actually my.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I got to say something to you. You're right. So now look, he came in to check you on your right. What he said to you, whether you, because he was trying to double talk you 3 times. He was double talking. That's the purpose, though, bro. Stop. Hold on. Let me get my point out here. Okay, I watched them from the very beginning, sir.
Okay.
And he said you should have minded your own business. And hold on. Yes, stop. Don't say anything. Just let me say something here. You said you were recording your public officials in the course of your duty. And he said to you, you shouldn't be doing that. Why are you doing that? You should mind your own business. That's what he said. Now, is that correct, sir?
It is correct. It isn't correct. So
No,
I'll
you
tell
can't
you.
have it both ways.
No, no, no. No, hold on. We've been taught that it's correct. We're supposed to be seeking redressal for our grievances under the United States of America ideal, okay? Which is correct. But individually, for our own fucking life, we shouldn't be even trying to fucking seek redressal for our grievances from some fucking corporation known as the United States of America that's never going to give us redressal for our grievances. In fact, the United States of America is just going to continue to take. But so I understand where, yes, it's true that if you're proud to be an American, that you're going to sit there and fucking try to seek redressal for your grievances. But what he's saying is that it's actually a fallacy in our individual lives that we as the people shouldn't even be proud to be an American.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me bring you back around then. He was trying to address that. Then why did he run like a skirt? I'm asking.
No, he wasn't scared. He thought that I wasn't. He thought that I wasn't comprehending what he was putting down. He
ran.
Nobody's going to sit there and give you a time when you're not fucking even showing signs of being capable of even fucking comprehending.
You're wrong here because number one, where was he from? Where was he from? Who is he? Who is he?
That guy is one of the smartest dudes in our country.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Huh?
He's so smart that he ran because he didn't like you saying, well, I am filming.
No, he thought that I wasn't getting what he was saying. He thought I was going down the same train of thought and not listening to what the fuck he was trying to convey. So it's all right. It's all right. He's carbon exposed.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. And here's why. All of 7 minutes, and he runs. He runs like a skirt. No, dude. No, dude. Have the don't come in here and push anyone around without listening yourself. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Go ahead.
We're all gonna be all right. He's carbon exposed. We'll all be all right. But I kind of wanted to ask questions. I wanted to ask questions this morning because a guy that I've been respecting for quite a few years, probably 4 or 5 of them by now, I had said some stuff that was highly. It was almost like bigoted white racism. Basically, trying to say that closed borders and everything. It's something I'm never going to be for closed borders, but that's my opinion. I didn't want to come here to share my opinion. I wanted to try to ask a question. Like, so East Carbon Exposed fell off now too? This is how my lives go. I want to talk with somebody and everybody else gets to fucking arguing and then nobody wants to talk to me. And all I wanted to do was talk with everybody to see what's going on. And everybody else starts fighting. I swear to God, I can't even have Joe Cool up on my channel because somebody else wants to come in and fucking start fucking yelling at Joe Cool to where Joe Cool has to go the fuck away. And I don't ever get a chance to really talk with Joe Cool. I'm trying to be cool with everybody.
I'm here for you, pal. Don't worry. I didn't run away. You're absolutely right, man. And you hit the nail. You put the nail on the tail of the donkey, brother. You really, really nailed it, bro. I appreciate you, man. You are a very smart person, very wise, and and thank you for understanding me, bro. You understood my message, man. I'm not here to bash you or anything. And yeah, bro, you understood the shit out of me, bro. I promise you. You got it.
I'm not here to bash anybody either. So just
bro,
so you know,
and I'm here to help you. I want to help you. I want to help you, bro.
I know. Yeah, no, that's helpful. You know, it's not demeaning to me to speak the truth about me seeking redressal from them who I was
right. Right. It's like, what did you get out of it? What did you get out of it besides?
Oh, I know. I got more rights violations. I got my freedom to be around my own home destroyed.
Come on, bro. All for the sake of what? For pride?
No, for trying to show for trying to
pride.
I asked those motherfuckers to keep that dude away from my house. I wish I could pick my house up and make it float 30 feet in the air.
Oh man, I'm so sorry you had to go through all this shit, man. You see that? And then where's everybody else? Where's everybody else that put the battery on your back, saying it's okay to protest and assemble? Where are those people at? Where the fuck are these people at? You see?
Trying to make their own YouTube channels.
No, man, brother. Listen, I don't know what's your name. I'm going to address you as brother. I'm just telling you, bro.
Willis, my name is Willis.
Willis. All right, Willis, man. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Ish. So it's short for it's short for Ismail. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Like not a lot of people can listen and think and take accountability. You know, you're one of the only ones that I've talked to in a long time who has suffered for a long time and couldn't get to the bottom of the root of the problem. And you see, just with the little bit that I spoke to you, you got the message right away. You didn't think that I was a person trying to make fun of you or trying to josh you or bully you.
But your message is how I'm really trying to live. But the ways I was acting to get to this point is the ways I don't want to have to live.
Thank you. Yes, bro. You know what happened? You were rebellious against. It wasn't a rebellion because you have your right. You have your right.
Fine, I guess.
You have your right.
Bro.
You have the right to. You have the right for freedom, right? You have the right for your rights, and you have your human rights. Yeah, you have the right. But just because you have the right doesn't mean you have to go and destroy yourself. See, in America, you have the right to drink liquor in a store. Every corner has liquor and beer, and you have the right to buy it. It doesn't mean you have to go and get drunk.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That's it.
Yes,
that's it. So okay, fine. You're A1, right? And 1A. You're 1A.
I'm actually A4. I'm actually a right to property guy, not a right to.
All right. So here goes. It's all one and the same when it comes to the A's. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you're out there and you're protesting your A's and you know it all comes down to the same thing. It boils down to the same thing. You become a threat to society. You become like a potential threat. They look at you like a radical. You know, you become like a far like left. You know, they see you strange.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So why put yourself in that position just because you have the freedom to do it? It's absurd. When I see these people, these freedom thinkers and all these weird, oh yeah, I got my rights and all this fucking weird, that's weird shit. That's radicalism. Why don't you just live your fucking life? Just live normal. Exactly. Why do you have to go out there and scream from 9 to 5? Because that's all you're gonna get. Even if you have 1,000 people that write down a petition and you go and fucking go in front of the White House, all you have is 9 to 5. You can't go after that. After that, you will be arrested. So everything is controlled. There's a controlled assembly. There's no way you're going to fight this fucking beast. This beast exists all over the world. It's not just in America. America has nothing to do with this beast. This beast is all over the world. It controls the entire world. I've been all over the world and I've seen the beast. I've seen the same beast everywhere I went. So why the fuck am I going to stand up like, oh yeah, fight for my rights, rage against the machine, all this bullshit. Exactly. Look where you at, bro. Look at your position. Look at everything, all the preoccupation you went through, all the sufferings you went through. Was it really worth it? Was it really worth it, dude?
Listen, they're lucky because I actually, I'm a protester and everything, but this was not an audit. This was not a protest as much as this was some public agent coming by with his official oppression, trying to fuck with my house and my life.
I understand.
You know?
They
They
caught
got
you.
away with one on this one. They got away with one on
Yes,
this one.
yes. It's all part of the same gang.
Yeah.
It's all part of the same gang. They say, "Listen, how are we gonna antagonize this person? All right, every day we're gonna go to them and tell them that we're gonna give them a summons for dirty garbage outside their you know they're supposed to clean 15 feet, 15 inches off the curb or whatever from their property. So
Yeah.
yeah, every day they will come by and fuck with you. Now,
he doesn't like us coming around his house. Okay, we're gonna go check the numbers on the trash can.
Right. Especially if they know you're a free thinker. Especially if they know you're a free thinker. Once they know that you're a free thinker and that you're like all about your rights and you know you're outspoken, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna silence you.
Oh, big time.
Yes, that's why you were pushed.
My life in the United States died. For all intents and purposes, my life in the United States died.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, bro. I feel like crying, bro, when I hear shit like that. Because you allowed yourself to get to that point, bro. Why, bro? All for the sake of what? What did you get out of it?
I shot my wife and then shot myself.
No, man. No, man.
Yeah, because I can't just take my wife away from a place that she loves. You know what I mean?
Forget that. The thing is, bro.
All of it. That's why I'm here.
No, man. Nobody did. That's very selfish. That's very selfish, bro. Because her life is her life. She has the right. She has the right to live her life until God takes her life. Now, when you take it,
I had to leave my wife. I left my mother, my sisters.
Come on, bro. All for what? All for what? All for what?
What?
All for what? You left everything, your whole family. You left your life. You divorced your entire. For what though? For what is my question? For what?
To come here for safety.
What safety? You're the only one that's being persecuted. That's what I was trying to tell you before. How come only you and not everybody else?
No, they all had to stay home.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Either you follow, right?
I left in the middle of the night without telling anybody where I was going.
I understand, brother. I understand, brother. I'm so sorry you had to go through that, bro. I'm really sorry.
I didn't want to hear them to beg me. Oh, it's okay. Just go up in the hills and hide, bro.
The thing is, since you were young, you like to be outside of your home. So you're so used to being outside of your home, it's nothing to fucking just leave 1 minute to the next. So that's why it was so easy for you to just fucking, you know what? You're not supposed to let anything come in between you and your family. Not a single fucking thing get in between you and your family. But see, what happened was since you were young, you were so used to being away from your family and being separate from your family since you were young. You see that?
That's right, bro.
So when something happens to you when you became an adult, it's easy for you to just run away. It's easy because you've done that since you were young as a child. Brother, listen, I'm only talking to you. I'm only talking to you as a brother, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't run away. I've been forced to go several times.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's running away. That's like AWOL.
Well, it's more like staying nomadic. It's like staying.
There's some people that have to serve their time, and instead of serving their time, they just leave. They AWOL. They just they just afraid to do their time, so they leave. Right?
Yeah, but this ain't my time. If I punch somebody's fucking palate out of their fucking top, if I punch somebody's fucking upper palate. I would be sitting in prison.
You would be.
I know for a fact that my right. I was being the one that was being criminal. They were using crimes on me. They did. You're absolutely right. But that's because you were in the mix.
I know. That's what I meant. That's what I meant by minding your business.
I did. I put myself there trying to defend my right.
Yes. You put yourself there. Exactly, brother. Exactly,
I should have never
brother.
even fucking went outside to fucking tell them to get the fuck out of there.
Come on, bro, man. I wish I could give you a big fucking hug, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear, man. I swear from the bottom of my heart, bro. I wish I could give you a big hug, bro, and tell you it's all okay, man. Come back. Fuck everybody, bro. Don't be afraid, bro. Just chill, man.
No,
It's
if I
okay. It's all
come
gonna
back,
be fine. It's all gonna be fine, bro. Just deal
they
with the
put me in the
consequences.
hallway. They put me in the hallway in a holding cell that's not supposed
Yeah,
to be housing inmates, and they
right,
shut my water off. And there was no other inmates to
right.
fucking hear me cry.
They were
Okay,
torturing you. I got you,
they
bro.
tortured the fuck out of me.
Yes,
I had
yes, because you were probably saying the fucking craziest shit that you're not supposed to say. Just because you feel like you have, just because you have the right to say it, doesn't mean you should say it.
I can't
Am
be
I
perfect
right?
for you,
Am I
bro.
right? Listen, brother.
Yes, you
Listen,
are
brother.
right, but I can't be perfect for you.
I
I'm not going to
understand.
be perfect
I
for you.
understand. I understand, bro. But
You
there's
are fucking
boundaries.
right. You are
There's
100%
boundaries,
right.
brother. Bro, there's boundaries, bro. There's boundaries,
Yeah.
bro. Because
Yeah.
I was you. I was you once at a time.
Oh, I know
Once
you
at a
were. I
time.
know you were.
I
I
swear I
seen you
was
on
like you,
video being me.
bro.
That burned you because I haven't seen you on video being you in a long time.
No, brother,
Okay?
you don't know me. You don't know me, bro. You don't know me. I know. I heard you before. You said, I know who that is. That's this person, that person. He's fucking awesome. No, that's not me. I promise you, bro. I promise you, I'm a whole different person, bro. I'm not the person who you think I am, bro. You never saw
Oh, I
me.
know. I don't think you're a person at all. You're an individual. You can't be a person. There's no person in you.
I'm just saying, brother, you know me from somewhere else, but you don't know me from what you think you know me. Trust me. Believe me. We never spoke. We never spoke. I've never been on your panel. Never. You know, I've seen you
Oh, I know
many
you've never
times.
been on my panel. It's the
Yeah,
first
I've
time.
seen you. Yeah, you've never been on my panel either. We just
I've never seen your panel.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, brother. But listen to me. I know I may sound familiar to you, like someone you may have came across in your life, but that's not me. Trust me, that's not me. I'm
It's
totally
okay. You're
someone else.
carbon exposed. I
I'm a
know.
Muslim.
I know everything that's going on.
I am a Muslim. Trust me, you don't
Yeah.
know me. Trust me, you don't know me. Believe me, brother. Believe me, bro. I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
So
No, I
and
don't know you.
the guy you're talking
You don't know
about,
me, and I don't know you.
yeah, but the guy you're talking about is not a Muslim. I'm sure of that. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say it's a Muslim
Believe
either.
me, because Muslims they don't go out there fucking protesting and shit like that. We have our own rights. We have our own rules to follow. You know what I'm saying? So once you become a person who feels like he can be outspoken and his word, he has the
Yeah,
right.
but right now you're talking about some stuff that's very sensitive and
It is sensitive.
not
It is.
triggering.
It
No,
is sensitive. It
no,
is
but
sensitive.
you're trying to tell me that you're a Muslim. And
I
that there's
am.
rules that you have to follow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I'm a human being. That's why I'm not a target.
Yeah, but
That's
my
why they
relationship
don't
with
bother
God
me.
is very fucking fragile, dude.
But that's
Listen to me.
why.
Don't talk to me about following rules. Okay.
Right. Well, that's why you are the way you are, because you don't
Especially
want
as
to
a
follow the
Muslim.
rules. Because
Not
you don't want to follow rules. That's why you're going through what you're going through, because you don't want to
No.
follow rules.
No, because the God he knows my heart. He knows my heart. Okay.
That's why you're going through what you're going through for not
God
following the
knows
rules.
my heart.
Yes, but look, you're the only one that was tortured for this.
There are no rules.
That's
In
right.
God's world. In my world.
That's why you go through what you go, because you're stubborn.
No, I'm
Yes,
suicidal.
brother. That's even worse.
I know, but
That's even worse.
I was cognizant in the womb.
Well,
Okay?
that's why. That's why they treat you the way they treat you, because of what you say. You see that? You see that? And a person that does that, right?
That's easy to see, though. That's easy to see.
A person who does that, a person who does that, really, really, really is just seeking attention, bro.
No.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, the ones that actually do it, the ones
Absolutely.
that actually follow through, that's the hardest thing on this earth to follow through with.
Come on, brother. Come on, bro.
You know that feeling of you haven't had sex before and you're getting like 12 or 13 years old and you're starting to feel like, man, that girl's fine. I'm wondering if she wants to have sex with me.
Okay.
You know? That's like suicide only like 10 times worse than that. You know what I mean?
I understand.
You don't really know whether you really want to have sex with that girl, but you think that she's good looking.
I
You know
got
what
you,
I mean?
bro. I got you. Listen, I put the knife. Against myself one day, and I looked at myself in the mirror. I happened to be in a bathroom, and I was gonna end myself. So I
Yeah.
understand where you're coming from, brother. There is no reason on earth for you to feel like a failure or feel like
No,
you're not
there
worth
is
it.
no reason on this earth.
There
The
is no
reason is between
there's
me
not a
and
single
God.
reason. There's not
Okay,
a single reason on earth
God
to
put the
want to take your
suicidal
life.
in me, bro.
Yeah, but
Don't.
see, look,
Okay,
look.
me and
God
him got a
says,
special relationship.
brother, God says you can't kill yourself. Do you know that,
That's
or
not
you don't
God.
know?
That's not God.
What?
No, that's not God.
What? So what God are you talking about? I don't even think we're talking
You're
about
the
the
only
same
one that has
God,
a relationship with God.
bro. What God are we talking about? I'm
I'm the
starting
only
to
one that
think.
has a relationship with God.
Well, that's why you're going through what you're going through. That's why I said
There is no
only you.
there is no
That's
teachings on
why I
this
said
earth that
only
teaches you
you.
about God.
That's why I said only you. You see that?
Okay?
Only you.
There's no teachings on this earth, Muslim, Christian, Buddha,
Right.
that
Right.
teaches you about God.
Okay, so how do
There
you
is
know
none.
about God? So what do you know about God?
Only you have a relationship with God.
Yeah, but what do you know? How do you know about God if there was no teachings? How would you have ever learned?
Because the truth is the light. The truth is
Bro, please
there's
stop.
only
Please
one way
stop.
to truth.
Just stop, bro. Just
There's
stop.
only one way to truth, bro.
Bro, just stop, bro. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop, bro. You're like a child, bro. Fucking grow up, bro.
We're all children.
Bro, grow up, man. Stop it, bro.
No, there is no growing
Stop
up.
being a
You're a
fucking
child.
child, bro. Stop being a
No,
child,
we're all
bro.
children.
Bro, man up, man. Man the fuck up, bro.
Manning up is an ego thing, bro. You're trying
No,
to force your
you
ego
gotta
on me.
man up, bro. You gotta man up, bro. You
No,
gotta man up,
no,
man.
you can be a boy and still be have more
You
heart
put
than
too
the
many
biggest man.
obstacles. You put too
You
many,
could be a 3-year-old little
bro.
boy and
You
have the
put
more
too
heart than
many
the biggest man,
obstacles.
bro.
You put too
Bro,
many obstacles in
it's
front
in
of
your
you, bro.
heart. It's not in
You
your
put
size.
too many.
It's not
You
in
put too many
your
obstacles in front of
belief.
you, man. You put too many obstacles in front of you, bro. Way too many obstacles, man. And then you want to like talk. How the fuck you want to talk if
With
you
obstacles.
yeah, you put so many obstacles in front of you, dude. You have so many preoccupations, so many
I'm
demons.
just way more above it.
Bro, dude, you got so many demons that you
I'm
want to
just
talk
way
about
more
other
above
stuff.
it.
You want to talk about other things, bro.
I'm way
You
more
gotta take,
above it.
bro, one step at a time, bro.
You
One step at a
buy me
time, man.
camels so I can
Bro,
park camels. I
one
need like
step,
6 of them.
one step at a time. One step at a time, brother. You can't
I
take
need
care of
6
yourself.
camels.
You can't take care of yourself and you want to take care of other things? Come on, bro. Grow the
I
fuck
need
up,
6
man.
camels, bro.
Grow up, man. Grow up, bro.
What leads you to believe that I can't take care of anything?
Bro, man.
Come on, bro. Tell me what leads you to believe I can't take care of anything?
You're bipolar schizophrenic, bro. Paranoia schizophrenic,
How
bro.
many
I
dogs
already
have you
know.
saved from parvo?
Bro, and you're suicidal, bro.
How many
Come
dogs
on.
have you saved from parvo?
That shit is
No, I'm a
crazy, bro.
realist.
This
I'm
shit
a
is
realist.
crazy.
You're just thinking that you want to be the almighty
Nah,
powerful right
man.
now.
Nah, dude.
You
No,
want to be
man.
the almighty powerful right now, and I
Nah,
believe that you are very good and you're very smart, but
man.
you're not gonna be the almighty powerful.
I believe
You're not
you're a
the same
give up.
Muslim
I
as
believe
am.
you're a give up. I believe you give up. You're a give up.
No,
Plain and
there is no
simple.
give up. There is no
Yeah.
winning. There's no
Yeah.
losing.
Yeah.
There's no beginning and there's no end,
That's why
bro.
you talk about suicide.
As soon as you start believing in a beginning, then you also
Yeah.
believe in the end.
Yeah. That's why you
It's
talk
like the
about
game of
suicide.
chess.
That's why
This
you
is
talk
why I
about
can't play
suicide.
chess, because I like chess and
That's
everything.
why,
But
yeah, but
chess is a losing game.
suicide is not
reminds
an
me-
option. Suicide is not an option.
Listen for a little bit. Listen for a little bit. Have you ever played chess?
Listen to a suicidal
Have you
person.
ever played?
Listen to a suicidal person. Does that
Who
make
said I
sense
was
to you?
suicidal? Who said
You
I was
said it
suicidal?
yourself. You said it yourself.
No. Having suicidal tendencies doesn't make you suicidal. Killing yourself makes you suicidal. Killing yourself makes you suicidal, bro. Talking about killing yourself doesn't make you suicidal. Believing in suicide doesn't make you suicidal. The only way you can be suicidal is if you kill yourself. You're trying to force me into believing something that you want me to believe. I agree with you on a lot of fucking things, but guess what? You fell short of the bar right there. And that's not me being true. That's not me being like, that's just real. You're shitting worldly beliefs about, oh, suicidal. Oh. To people that actually commit suicide, that isn't even a terminology. They didn't even care to believe in it. There was actually a realization, and they actually followed through with the realization. Every single one of you guys want to believe that that's wrong. Their choice is wrong. They're the ones that fucking made the choice, not you. You didn't make no fucking choice. They made that choice. They were not suicidal until they followed through with that choice. These are realities of this earth. You have a big ego. You hear East Carbon? Sorry for not bringing you right up on the panel. I wanted to get that point out. Sorry for not bringing you right up on panel, East Carbon. I wanted to get that point out to Demon Time-ish. You'll be all right, Demon Time-ish. You know, you don't understand that we're all 3-year-old boys and that 3-year-old boys have bigger hearts than men. That's not. I'm sorry that I see that. I'm sorry that you have to try to tell everybody to be a man when little 3-year-old boys have bigger hearts than some of the biggest men on this earth. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'll read some chat. This dude was on last year. I remember him, writes. Should realize it's him. You don't know or you don't care to inform me. ECE, I don't get that. HCO, Howard County Observer. This guy only double speaks nonstop. He's highly trained in double speak. He soul cooks and all this other stuff, which is understandable. See, you know, we're not all supposed to be perfect Christians on this earth. We're not all supposed to be perfect Muslims. There is no perfect Muslim or Christian on this earth. We're all striving to learn to be a better Christian or Muslim. Everybody on earth is striving to learn how to be a better Christian or Muslim. We're all just learning on this earth. None of us are perfect. None of us are fucking perfect. Only the God knows what's in your heart. Every single one of us are only striving to be a better Christian or a better Muslim. These fucking religions are what we've been taught on this earth. Like if I came up with a religion that I believed in fucking honoring fucking old crispy leaves, you know, the ones that just break and crumble right before your eyes, just with a soft pinch. Everybody in the fucking whole world would think I was some lunatic. Oh, dude, he believes in a fucking crumbling leaf, bro. Oh my God, that guy's so crazy. He's never gonna find Jesus. Demonish is his channel. Hello. He lost me when he tried to call me a little boy and tried to act like that was a bad thing. You know what I mean? That's when he lost me. He lost me when he tried to make me be a man. You know what I mean? Like, you really want to be a big man? Huh? Like having a muscle, like having an arm, you know, it doesn't even fucking do nothing for a man. In most ways, the arm fucking makes people feel like, oh, look at that guy's arm. You know, He's all over there fucking iron and shit. You know? I'm big, man. I'm a beast. I'm a beast. No. If I want to be a 3-year-old little boy, Demon Time-ish, you're gonna go ahead and think that that's more fucking not as goodness. Grown up. What the fuck is grown up? Is that normal? You trying to make me fucking normal? You're working on all my fucking insubordinations, okay, bro? And then I'm never gonna be normal, and you know it. So why the fuck would you even try to go there with me? That's where I seen a kink in your fucking mentality. I found a kink in your fucking mentality when you tried to fucking make me have to be fucking a big man, a grown up. No, you've been amongst men forever. That's what this is showing. You don't even know how to be in a spirit. What family? If there is a family, then there isn't a family. We know this from living on this earth. I could walk out the fucking door and fall and fucking bump my head. I didn't even get on my dirt bike today. And I could die from just walking down the steps on accident. Okay? And you're going to try to tell me about leaving something? No, not 50. 10 years younger, bro. 10 years younger than 50. You don't have to hate me, Demon Timers, just because I found one little chink in your little mental armor. Okay? You don't have to sit there and fucking, oh, he's crying. Look at him crying. Trying to fucking swap shit up and all this shit. Involuntary celibate is not that big of a deal, Demon Timers. Involuntary celibate is actually like more stronger than you, bro. Why are you going to try to call me an involuntary celibate? Because what you think that fucking I don't have the capabilities to be a fucking purposeful celibate? What is it? Do you want to call me a cuck next? Do you want to try to call me a all this other shit? No, I am bipolar. Corey Steele. I suffer from chronic suffer from chronic illnesses. Do not get that mistaken. But that does not mean that I'm a fucking idiot. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. It's fucking hilarious talking with Demon Time-ish, trying to get me to think that I'm supposed to be all normal and everything. Like, why do you want me to be normal? What is the significance in me being normal? You gonna leave Willis alone or not? Like, you gonna let Willis live or not? Willis should have the right to live because Willis doesn't want little Demon Time-ish to have his rights violated. Yeah, highly sad life. Highly fucking sad life. You don't ever want to cry for shit. When you talk like that, you didn't want to cry for nothing. Oh, that makes me sad that you feel that way. You were trying to be condescending in a fucking subconscious level too when you were trying to say, "Oh, that makes you want to cry." You're trying to think of me as a child. You're trying to think that I should be a big man. You couldn't even let me just be a child if I wanted to be a child. Demon Time-ish. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't understand. You want the fucking outlet. You want the outflet. You want the outside flesh to be stronger than the inside flesh. Exactly. I'm stoic too. It'd be fun to be able to cry. You know, I got fucking the pseudo bobbler effect from the traumatic brain injury. You know, fucking I could cry when it's a time to laugh. I could laugh when it's a time to cry. You might think I'm a dickhead, huh? Be a grown up. Be a grown up. Immature guy, and now I'm an immature guy. I'm a virgin. He's hella funny. No, Allah is the one true God. He's carbon exposed. He's the God of the Christian. He's the God of Abraham. Okay? Father of Abraham is the one true God. Same God that they call Allah. It's the same shit. It's a Middle Eastern, Mesopotamic religion. Okay? They're all from the Middle East. They're all from the Middle East. You're the only one that can have your relationship with your God. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how to have a relationship with your God. You damn well sure ain't gonna tell me how to have a relationship with my God. My God loves me the way I am. Just how I was describing. Just how I told you. She had a problem with suicidal. That was the weak ass little shit. Maybe I'm trying to point out to you that was some weak ass shit. You're trying to sit there and point out to me that I have some weak ass shit. There's people in this world that love me so bad, demon timeish. My presence makes things run smoother. I can only tell you that, but that you don't have to believe it, okay? But if you knew me, you would know that just the presence of me makes things run smoother. What I give, it's always when you give when you don't have to give that's the best give. It's always the best give when you give when you don't have to give. That's the one that makes the power. There's some power. When you give when you don't have to give. Not when you. A lot of people think, oh man, he's making a video of him giving, so he's all doing this just for the videos, not for the giving part. It's like no, that's not even the case here. He doesn't even really have to even give. He doesn't. He could make a YouTube video about less. But it's when you give, when you don't have to give. That's the strong part. Even if you make a video of it, you didn't have to give nothing. There's a lot of people out there don't give nothing. Demon Timish is starting to come rub off on me as if he's a guy that really doesn't want to give me nothing. He wants to take everything for himself. Body turquoise yoga pose. Body turquoise yoga pose. Yeah, that's pretty spooky. You soul cooker, crazy ass, Wiccan lord. Yeah, you think you're stronger than my ass, bro? Shit. He starts soul cooking right here. This shit right here. He's probably poked his finger and dripped his blood on the fucking screen in his little fucking private life. Crazy ass. As an adult. Anybody else want to come on up and chit about something else? I have questions to ask today. This guy's, he's I've given him my attention too much, let alone him telling me I need attention, whatever. Um, let's see here. Abraxas fell short mentally with me, trying to fucking be a mental fucking crazy ass when he didn't even fucking have to with me. Never had to go there with me. He should have understood the relationship between my God and fucking my wants, needs, and desires. Ask away. Anybody want to come up on panel and chit chat? Feel free. I got some questions. I've always loved you. You falling short mentally with me doesn't make me not love you. Oh, so much hate while you're alone. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm alone, ain't I? Are you alone, Demon Timeish? Are you alone? Is that what this really is about? Like, do you even feel alone around when you're even surrounded by people that are supposed to be your loved ones? Demon Timeish? Oh, I know. I know you was once me. No, we all are. You know, that's why I was saying we're all young. We're all trying to learn. None of us are the one that is the truth. Okay? We're all trying to learn and hope and strive for a new truth every day. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's why we're supposed to be respecting each other's rights and freedoms, because you should have the ability to look towards hope in the future. So you're not alone. You don't feel lonely when you're surrounded by everybody. You probably are older than me. I'm only 40 something, early 40s, like 43 or 44 or something like that. Supposed to be 44. I had a traumatic brain injury when I was 22, and I fucking yeah, I have been celibate almost all my life. Uh, I have relationships with girls, and I have a wife, but I'm not involuntary celibate. I'm voluntarily celibate. Okay, just to let you know. And I'm not trying to be a big man. I don't want to be a big man. I want to be a small. I want my. I want to be like. I want people to stop worrying about me, like in those ways. Why can't people worry about me in good ways? You know, like, wait a second, what's the county doing to him? Telling him that they're going to stuff something up his fucking ass? Nobody wants to worry about me in those ways. They want to worry about me and, oh, look at him. Is he a camel parker? Does he park camels? You let your thoughts destroy your life. um, yeah, you do. You read right through me, demon time-ish, but not. You don't. You don't read through me. You're just, we're just on this weird psycho fucking acid trip this morning where you're just trying to fucking analyze the shit out of me and not let me be who I am. Okay? Yeah. You want me to be who you want me to be? We can we, analyze this for a little bit, You want to read right through me and shit? It's like, whoa, guy, you know, what are you doing? Are you trying to read right through me? Sounds fucking, it doesn't even sound psychotic. It sounds overcompensated. You assume too much, in my opinion. Oh, it's all right. He's trying to relate on his level with me. He's trying to get me to relate on his level with him. He doesn't want me to feel the way I feel, is what it really is. He doesn't really want me to be in this train of thought. He wants me to think of a brighter future with, like, that we don't have to think about all the ICE agents running around the United States trying to make people have documentation. My spiritual ground is in the area known as the United States on this earth as we know it today. So I'm kind of fucked, because my spiritual ground is over there where a bunch of psychos try to tell me what to do all the time, you know? This stupid emoji. SMH. You're all right, Corey, still. It's pretty fucking crazy. I got 3 watchers. I don't know if one of them is the fucking Nye County psychos. I seem to have lost ECE. He's not fucking commenting anymore. The tribe was in the chat. I leave the thing up, but the tribe doesn't want to talk. He's smart that way anyways, because we shouldn't even really be up here bullshitting about nothing anyways. Nothing, it's nothing to nothing, because it was nothing. The only reason why it's something is because we're sitting here talking about it. But it really is really nothing, I don't want you to feel the way you do. Yeah, I know you don't. I'm sorry, I'm a realist. I'm sorry, I fucking feel these real ways. My feelings don't mean I'm going to commit anything. All right, because for one, I try to be loving and peaceful. I shouldn't be trying to sit there and smite everybody every time I turn around because they want to try to tell me how I should be living. Okay? I should not be trying to smite everybody that tries to tell me how to live. Okay? Yes, something is nothing and nothing is something. You should have started before you began. Is some good advice that mean people say to others when they're in a argument, Bro, you should have stopped before you even got started with me. That's what that kind of attitude people take on. Because the start is the beginning and the beginning is the end. The end is the beginning. You don't want me to feel like nothing, but even the thought of going towards feeling like something just reminds you that somebody or something is always going to be there because nothing is always going to be there. That's why I don't like playing chess, because it's a reminder that you always have to lose. And that's no matter what. The best motherfucking chess player can get got by somebody that just was like a savant or something. They didn't even know what the fuck they were doing. They fucking just fucking luckily 1 out of 1 million chance fucking put their piece where that fucking chess master never believed that that person was going to put it. And all of a sudden the fucking game is over, Jack. No matter how fucking much you love that fucking game. This is problematic for me. Okay? Suffering from chronic insubordination and then having to deal with all these fucking teachings in life when we're all children just trying to learn is very hard realization for me to sit there and just enjoy all the time. I can enjoy it. I'll be a good little boy for you. Okay? I'll be a good little boy for you. I'll sit here and force myself to enjoy shit I shouldn't have to force myself to enjoy. Okay? And you motherfuckers are probably going to make it my problem again. And I don't mean the people that are commenting. The people that always are trying to make it my problem are going to continue to try to make it my problem. It's a realization. It's not a fucking want. It's not a need. It's a realization that fucking, if you're going to fucking suck air on this earth, some other fucking shitbag is going to try to give you their opinion and force their opinion on you. Dude. Like, give me a fucking something. Give me the ending line already. Like, fucking, don't even try to fucking change me. Fuck. I want fucking 16 camels. I want fucking $80 trillion. Give me the ending. Okay? No, you can complain on me all the time. Yeah. You weren't trying to complain to me. You were trying to fucking try to make me believe something that I don't have to believe just because you're worried about me. Believe in it. You know? Just relax, chill, bro. Quit trying to pressure me into believing that I shouldn't feel the way I feel. That would be fucking a fucking 100% step. I love to be complained on. You know? I don't have one girlfriend that I've ever loved that I still don't want to be with right now. I would sit there and listen to them complain about me for a couple more minutes worth of telling them that I love them. And they would fucking fight because I would be telling every single one of them that I love them. I don't break up. I don't break up. Okay. If I do something that you can't stand, demon time-ish, that's on you, bro. That goes for the whole fucking world. Try to tell me I have to be a big man. That I am the one that got the demons. I'll carry your demons for you. You want me to carry your demons for you? I already carry a lot of people's demons. You already know that, as well as my own. Yep. Jesus might even honor me with a place in hell. You're probably like, oh my God, what did he just say? You think living on this earth is hard? You know? Yep. That Jesus might even offer me a place in hell where I have to fucking suffer harder than I ever thought I ever suffered. I can't tell from this point right now. Right now, I know what's been happening since I've been cognizant. Yeah, you got me. Thank you. I don't want to be alone. You know, I don't want to be without a God. I got a ton of fears. Yeah. Because I got poor judgment. Maybe I don't even have judgment at all, is what it is. I should have been a fucking stuck up motherfucker. Yeah. Not let any of you motherfuckers in. Yeah. My judgment should have been so fucking normal that people are like, holy shit. Uh yeah. I used to be in geography bees and shit. I used to be able to try to be in spelling bees, but I'm not as good as some of the kids in this world. You know what I mean? But geography bees, I was pretty damn good at. No problem. No problem. You don't know what I've been able to embrace, bro. I mean, I don't say that to be challenging. I shouldn't say you don't know what I've had to embrace or what I've embraced in this world. But yeah, no, I'm just saying that as freedom or I almost said as a freedom of speech, but as a figure of speech. Um, yeah, no, I could embrace you. You're not a bad individual. You're not striving for wrong at all with me. You're not trying to strive for wrong with me. You know, you spoke to an insubordination point in me. Um, I I you need me to understand some things about you, and I need you to understand that you do not have to be a big man to have a heart bigger than the fucking Empire State Building. That's you the smallest 3-year-old boys are more fucking um uh they're more they're more natural. They haven't been taught as much as us old men, as us grown ups. the kids, they are more innocent. That's what I was looking for. You know, a 3-year-old is more. A 3-year-old boy has a lion's heart. They'll take on a full grown man, even though not even knowing. They do not know what they have done. They had just taken on a full grown man, and that full grown man might be in the middle of the desert and take advantage of that 3-year-old boy's confidence. You see what I'm saying? That's cool. You know, that's awesome realization. You know, I don't know how much of what you know about me, but you are very intelligent. I already know. But yeah, you didn't know my illnesses before speaking with me. I've spoke about my illnesses before, and if you've listened to me without saying, you would know. I've spoken candidly with my audience. I don't have any. I'm not trying to, you know. I'm just living. You know. I Everybody around me is so gracious in my life. What I'm going through right now. Um, None of these people had to treat me the way they've treated me so far. Uh, those public service employees in that county over there, they're wrong. They're wronger than fuck. I shouldn't have to stop them myself. I'm only a wee little boy. Those motherfuckers know what they're doing. They're using the county tools to make it to where I can't live in my spirit house. I can live in my spirit house. I probably could have been there for 4 years. But I'm threatened there. They want to get me in their custody so they can do things to me because they don't like my words. So, you know, I'm not trying to do anything to them. That's why I'm not there. I'm trying to separate myself from them. I tried to ask them to separate themselves from me, but they couldn't do that. You know, I tried to ask them to separate themselves from me, but that wasn't what they wanted to do. They wanted to they want to get me in their custody, bind me and gag me and medicate me. I'm trying to not do anything. My life is insignificant. You know, it's not. It's almost non-existent. I already know. It's almost as if I was born yesterday. You know, because I remember being a child in the '80s, and that really wasn't a good place. You know, and the '90s wasn't any better. Sure, there was a lot of fun times in the '80s and '90s, but there was some dark ass shit in the '80s. Okay, and then the '90s they got a little bit more brighter, more surfericious, more fucking day glowy. It was the death of Dayglow, though. The goth look was about to come on in towards the end of the '90s. It was a bunch of trippy ass shit, you know. None of us should have had gone through. Why the fuck were we sitting there building up on school shootings and fucking treating each other like fucking trench coat mafias or whatever they call it. These are some weird shit that we had to learn about in the 90s. We didn't ask to learn about any of this shit. There's some crazy ass shit. This is acid trips going wrong during MK Ultra shit. I don't why am I being forced to be a part of this? I remember being a child in the 60s. Yeah, that's badass. You were a child in the 60s, huh? Like, does that mean like 5 through 15 or in between? You never seen anyone protest, you would never protest it. Yeah, no, some of those protests are fucking powerful. Are the ones where they fucking pour gas on themselves and light themselves on fire. Those are powerful ass protests. It's very scary. You know, you never want to see somebody do that. No, if somebody's having to protest that hard, their life has been diminished by outside forces that won't stop. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, by campaigns. Evil campaigns. The campaigns of evil. Yeah. Sometimes I gotta fucking try to say, slow down on me, Lord. You know what I mean? When it comes to my relationship with the spiritual, the being that's the ruler, the here and after. I'm like, you gotta slow down on me. You need to quit. You need to quit allowing me to feel these ways. Sometimes I talk. Sometimes I have a conversation with the God, and I have to ask him to stop letting me feel these ways. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feelings shouldn't control you. You know, the there's little chemicals inside of us. You know, and they're sometimes harder to get over than the mind almost can't get over those feelings, those emotions, those chemical draws. The mind can't get around it sometimes. Sometimes the mind is not strong enough to get over the feelings. Yeah, it's a very twisted world. Very, very twisted world. I don't know about any of that. Yeah, when the I love the um, thoughts of I love the thoughts of the Muslim religion. Uh, when they're talking about peace and loving, they are talking about a very healthy, peace, and loving. No one wants to hurt others. They want to be left alone. They they don't want to slap somebody in the face, so they don't go around slapping people in the face. But at the same time, they're not going to let you slap them in the face. They're going to at least try to stop you. Sometimes trying is futile, you know. But yeah, when help to turn America against God, come and help. We all help. We all help in a way, you know, which is scary because we're all supposed to be living towards this God, but it's like we're all sitting here being human beings because that's what we know. We're all born into this world. We don't. If we asked for this world, we don't know whether we asked for it or not. As far as all certainties could tell. You know, I don't know the level of psychic ability that you have, and you don't know mine. So, for all intents and purposes, we can't exactly, uh, even if we could tell you what an afterlife felt like, we can't fucking prove to you what the afterlife felt like. So, everybody just has to believe our stories, which is what causes all this fucking confusion and shit. But everybody's trying to force me to have their fucking God. I know that for a fact. That's what I've learned in this life. It's trippy. I need to have. I want to ask the fucking conversations about taxes. I want to. I want some points to be proven about taxes and registrations and licenses. That's what I want to ask questions about registrations and licenses and taxes. I want to hear people's. I don't want to care about believing in any of it. I just want to hear people's thoughts about it. But I want to also prove a point about it too. So we gotta defragment our issues and separate preoccupation with truth. I My friend's life consists of working across the border, and they're always trying to fucking limit his worth. You know, I hate seeing the country's corporations on both sides limit people's spirituality, limit their um, exercise. You know, uh, if you can move 5 beers across the border, why can't you move 2 boxes? Especially when 2 boxes is going to give you more money to live on. So you mean to tell me I can only take 5 beers across the border? What is that? What's 5 beers across the border going to do to me? I need to be making $800, not $80. Live life Okay, I want to live life. I want to move 2 boxes of beer across the border because I want $800. Why do I have to only be able to move 5 beers across the border and only make $80? They're limiting me. I can only afford a fucking Toyota Sierra, or whatever the fuck they call that. Yeah, rich is scary. But there's no way to rightfully tell somebody that they can't be richer than us. You know what I mean? There's no right way to tell somebody that they can't make more or keep more than us. Like, oh, motherfucker, you got like 20 fucking $60 billion and you can't even spare 2 million. I've never felt that way. You know, finger red #1. Oh shit! I get fucking my movie kilos across the borders. Then, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you graduate to moving kilos across the border, then all of a sudden you might be making 80,000. You know, but there's gonna be somebody there one day to stop you from making 80,000 because they're jealous. They don't want you to make no 80,000 on no kilos. Even though tons of people in the United States love kilos, you know, it is. It's all the same thing. I'm glad you like who you became, Corey Steele. Um, yeah. Me and my friend were talking about how they would have to take at least 37 tractor trailers full, not just in the frame rail. It would have to be like 37 tractor trailers full across every single day just to supply Chicago alone. Okay? There is no fucking way that they're blaming the drug problem in the United States of America on Mexico. Somebody in that country is making the fentanyl. Whether it be Fauci or fucking um, that Kennedy guy that fucking talks like this, for the Republicans. Fauci's for the fucking Democrats. Obviously, they fucking stick up for that Fauci guy. It's like scarier than fuck. If fucking being a Democrat means fucking sticking up for the Fauci guy, count me out on being a Democrat. But I don't want to stick up for no RFK or whatever the fuck his name is either. Bitch, stay away from my fucking health and well being. You know? Yeah, super highways. They would need super fucking highways. They would need full blown super highways and 37 fucking tractor trailers full of methamphetamine to supply Chicago alone. And you mean to tell me that Mexico's moving in all your fucking drugs? You have to be fucking out of your mind. Yeah. On top of everything I just said about them needing like 37 tractor trailers full. Um, Never mind. I forgot what I was going to say. I had a brain fart. They have to. They. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that it's medicine, self-prescribed medicine, um, spiritual. Uh, it's medicinal. It's not over the counter. You know, but 37 tractor trailers still shouldn't be unlawful because there's a lot of motherfucking people over there in that country. They put you on meth in third grade if you have ADD. Okay, they put you on meth in third grade if you have ADD in the United States of America. It's pretty damn wicked, when you come to think about the type of shit that we're having to go through as human beings on Earth. You know, White Pablo Escobar failed his mission. George Carlin nailed it. Nailed voting. Yeah, he did. He got involved with politics. Probably. You know why Al Capone failed his mission? Probably because he got involved in politics. For real. Oh, he didn't pay the taxes. Damn. Capone? What the fuck, Capone? Just joking. Shouldn't have been Capone's problem. Those days were so fucking crazy. Syphilis was running wild back then, you know? Jeez. Life, if it doesn't eat you up one way, it'll eat you up another way, you know? That's why it's so weird to live in the life when you're a realist. Because if you're a realist and you live in the life, you realize that fucking every single thing on earth loves to eat flesh. You know what I mean? It's like, oh God, I'm like made out of flesh. And everything on earth tries to consume flesh. What are we doing here? You know what I mean? But if we just go straight to the ending before we even live through the beginning and the middle or whatever, if there is a middle, man, it's a very hard thing, and then especially being blessed with the ability to always see the end before I even see the beginning, that's harsh for me, you know? Oh my gosh, I don't like seeing it's a suffering. If he would have paid his taxes, he would never have been caught. Yeah, probably. Simple. Yeah. Yeah, if he'd have known better, just pay the taxes and not even get caught. At the same time, though, the taxes is what fucking would drain you. You would be working for nothing like everybody else at that point. Al Capone was trying to come up. We are in their world. They are not in our world. Yeah, yeah, we're in their world. We don't get to. We must be in their world. That's why it's hard. Yeah, I seen them before. I seen them before. Their world is scary. Exactly. We're in their world. Life is not what we make it. Life is what they want us to make of it. It's weird. You know? They teach us that fucking everybody has to fall in love and have babies. but they teach us that we have to go talk to the girl's daddy and have okay with him before we can date his daughter, and he's going to threaten us with a shotgun. You know, it's like, what are you talking about? You know, then everybody's all acting like, oh, because a girl is sacred, and she shouldn't be treated by some young punk that just wants to have sex with her. It's like, wait a second, Papa, because you know what? She's the one that wants to have sex. That's why she's out trying to date me. You know, it's like live in the now. Like, can anyone live in the now? You know, I'll keep you company. Give me 15 minutes. Well, yeah, go do what you need to do. You know, if anybody wants to ask to come up on the panel, then they can come up on the panel. If you want to leave the panel, I'm happy with that too. But I don't want you to leave, especially if we're having like in the middle of a conversation, whether it be heated or not heated. Um, why do we have to just, we can leave. We can feel good about leaving, and we can feel good about staying. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say too. Yeah. Their public pretender did the I have a religious ceremony I have to go to, so I can't attend the court today. Come on. Don't try to take away. Don't try to use that as an excuse to try to take away my rights. That's not going to work on me. I don't have to believe that. I'm not going to sit there and just believe that just because you want me to fucking believe that. Uh-uh. That's funny. I was married 6 times but never divorced. My lawyers told me not to talk about it. Well, it's under investigation. Yeah, that's fucking wild. That'd be funny. uh, that's hilarious. That's a hilarious little comedy skit there. Uh, Corey Steele. I was married 6 times but never divorced. My lawyers told me not to talk about it while it's under investigation. Like, sounds like a them problem. Like, how did they let you get married 6 times without fucking catching you with their paperwork? Are we talking legally married or just fucking common law? Because, oh well, if it was common law, but if it was legally married, that sounds like a them problem. Like, how are you gonna let somebody under their little legal name marry somebody, six somebody's legally? You know, it's like at some point, it's not the guy's problem. That's your system's problem. Homeboy is a psychologist from hell. He's got some sort of need to psychological with somebody. It's pretty cool. I've always had psychological problems, but I've always thought about psychological things, you know. But when you have a chronic illness, it's an illness that happens to you, whether you want it to be happening to you or not. And it's not always what you think it is. You think that you think that you can spot it or not spot it or catch it or not catch it or help it or not help it, and it's just not something that you can just do like that. It's pretty fucking scary. It's like having to think for it's like having to think three people for the rest of your life. That's if you can try to control it. You know what I mean? That's it's almost some of these people with mental illnesses that can't control it are almost better off than people that can control it because they're having to torment themselves trying to fucking be what others call normal, you know? And nobody's trying to provide a fun spot, you know, like, oh man, like if I had a dirt bike, a good dirt bike when I was a kid, I always had clunkers. I had jalopies. I had clunkers. I rode my friends' plush bikes, but I've never had a real plush bike, you know? I had a badass Chinese pit bike that my brother bought for me. It was like $1,000. That thing was funner than shit. I cracked and broke the frame. But what I'm trying to say is if I had a plush ass bike like a Honda 250 when I was a kid, I would have been on that fucking thing for hours. That's all I would want to do. The people would be wondering like, when is this boy gonna come in and eat? Why doesn't he stop? You know? That's how I am. But nobody wanted to provide that life. Nobody wanted to say, look at this boy's like 9 years old throwing himself over things that he shouldn't be throwing himself over. But we're not going to recognize talent at all or recognize anything. We're going to always try to fucking make him do what we want him to do. You know? That was fucking harsh as a child. Man, I was fucking tired of. I'm so tired of them trying to fucking make me do things that I don't want to do. You know? Like, when are they ever gonna fucking have something that I want to do? I don't get it. Nobody's trying to uh like, especially when I was a kid. I mean, when I was a kid, I should have had more opportunities to be me instead of always trying to fucking be forced to fucking be something. I used to get B's at the lowest. You know what I mean? Like in sixth grade, if you looked at my report card, it would have started going downhill. Seventh grade, my report card would have gotten like C's at the lowest. Eighth grade, my report card would have got straight S, fool. You know? No, well, none of them motherfuckers give a fuck about what I wanted. None of them motherfuckers give a fuck about what I wanted. They all wanted me to give a fuck about what they wanted. It was weirder than shit to me. I was looking at these adults in their faces. I was a child. I was like, what the fuck are you guys trying to do? It was almost like they were trying to make me insubordinate, you know? Like they never once let me fucking try to, you know, I had to work for every fucking thing. You know, like I had to get at least a C average. In seventh grade I didn't have a sport that I wanted to play. But I still played sports. I played football, but that really wasn't a sport I wanted to play. I wanted to wrestle at that point. You know, uh, there was no wrestling, there was no life. You know, um, that's a big part of some bullshit that they weren't even trying to give the fuck about. Yeah. When I told them that there was no wrestling, there was no life when I was like fucking 11 years old, they fucking didn't give two shits about it. They were like, "Wow, this kid's a weirdo." Like fucking, get more meds and still trying to figure out what's wrong with Willis. You know? I hated school. Yeah, they're gonna freak out about that, Corey. Still, it's not something people shouldn't be going around sniffing asses. I mean, especially girls' asses. They're kind of fucking. They're known to be like delicate. They don't really like their asses sniffed. Like they think, oh God, if there's somebody sniffs my ass, they might smell it's wrong. You know, even though if it's not wrong, I'm just saying. They're subconscious. They're conscious of their being. They don't like to be. They don't like to be found out. You know, girls don't like to be found out. Hated school, yeah. A lot of kids hate school, but a lot of kids they sit there and do everything they're told. Like they really worked hard for it. Like they not only, you know, some of them weren't even as smart, but worked harder. You know, at getting like the best days, the best grades they could get. I commend those people. Like, oh, you really did something there, bro. You know, like you couldn't tell that psyop was fucking a psyop, but while you were fucking sitting there trying to fucking learn how to spell perfectly. I swear the only fucking reason why they got commas and punctuation is so that adults can try to tell other adults that they're not smart because they didn't use proper punctuation, even though we all know the English language and it can be written so many fucking different ways and we still understand what the fuck we're talking about. It can even be written like this and shit. You know, it's so stupid. I can't believe it. You know, like, don't try to tell me how to do proper English. As a matter of fact, fuck your proper English. I don't give a fuck about proper English. I don't want to give a fuck about proper English. In fact, you've ruined me at this point because you've tried to force me to speak proper English, and I don't want to speak your fucking proper English. And um, you've ruined it for me. There's no going back from here. You've already showed me that I don't want to speak your proper English, and then you've tried to force me to do it. Yeah, most people we are. We're all stupid. Most people are stupid. Shit, we're all fucking stupid. We're all another motherfucker trying to learn something. Learn something new every single day too. Like even the dumbest of us learn something. Like you know those closed-minded fools that fucking are all stuck up and fucking pretty boyish. Even those motherfuckers learn something every day. You know. I'm so tired of trying to be a man. I'm so tired of people trying to tell me to be a grown up. You know, like no. They even have those movies like fucking Big or whatever with Tom Hanks, like where they're having this little cutesy little thought about you know a boy turning into a full grown man and being all sorts different and weird. Basically, that one woman in that movie fell in love with the boy inside Tom Hanks. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so she wanted the mentality of a boy. That's what people point at too. It's so weird, you know. It's like, no, it was a stupid little cute little movie, and everybody knows what the fucking all these weird implications. You know, so weird. I want to be able to walk in my. I want to be able to walk around freely, unencumbered. I can't know that at this time. I feel trapped. I feel um, like persecuted. I don't feel good. I'm not feeling good right now. I wanted them to stop since before. When I tell them I'm not going down to their houses, they say, "Yeah, you're not allowed down at our house, down on our side of town." Like, whoa, okay, bro, you're destroying my life. Yeah, they do a lot of the times. Everybody does that steering of the ship, that bullshit. Sometimes I'm friends with the people that showcase that they want rights. And that's why it hurts me when I find out that people that I've been conversating for years with liking the comments of doesn't want certain people in their country or whatever. I didn't know we were exclusive. Um, I thought we were trying to argue for rights, not exclusive rights. It was so weird to find out. When Joe Biden was the president, everybody thought that might have thought that I was like a Republican, and when Trump is the president, everybody thinks I'm a fucking Democrat. It's irritating as shit to me. It's like, no, neither one of them bastards are good. Um, but I find out that you actually do love Trump. You know, like I'm sitting here trying to tell you, express to you, I've been your friend, talking with you for years at this point, and you know, posting comments about liking the ICE and what they're doing to people. It just weirds me out, makes me feel totally weird about this reality. I don't get it. This country was established with the mindset that Jesus is the one. Yeah, it was. Well, it was. They say the Almighty God or the Creator of the universe, something like that. Um, they don't really say anything about a certain Jesus or anybody else, but they do say Almighty God. Um, whether that be the Christian Almighty God or whatever Almighty God they're talking about, they mention Almighty God. That's what it mentions. The preamble, you know, the preambles mention the Almighty God. The preambles of the several state constitutions and the preamble of the United States of America. You know, yeah, it's unfrozen now. Sorry, somebody was trying to call me, and I they had some text and news that I was reading. If my motion is accepted, then they are going to um, stay a bunch of things and provide some things. Uh, I put a motion in with the court, and if they accept the motion, which I already have the news, but you know, if they accept the motion, then the things I was looking for in the motion are accepted, which would be a really good thing. There might be some federal agents looking at the case, you know, which would be outstanding. It'd be a very American thing to do, you know. I'd be getting further notice at that point. Maybe I would not have to call myself "Welcome to North Korea" no more, you know. Was Christianity mentioned? Where was Christianity mentioned? I'm not positive on remembering any of the founding fathers bring up their Christianity, but I could be highly mistaken. I just don't remember it. I know they came from a Christian country, which was like a Catholic Protestant mix of several different Christianities in England. The English people were highly progressive back in those days. They were trying for difference. You know, they wanted to change. So, you know, they had all sorts of different things that they were practicing back then. It was kind of rock star to like practice some of the weird shit, you know. At the same time, they were killing people over weird shit back then, you know. So it's just weird, you know. Weird isn't a crime, so people shouldn't be getting harmed over weird. Uh, you know. So back then was a little bit more unlawful time. That's why they wanted something new. That's why the English people wanted something new. That's why um, they wanted that shit to go away. They wanted that English shit to go away. some point, somebody will do what's right. Realize that I put in the complaint prior to being maliciously prosecuted. That the entire thing stems from the failure to act, basically, by Nye County. When I told them that their employee was threatening me, they should have stopped him and stopped my need for protest. And then I could have just lived my life instead of having to protest. You know, I know I know that. I know that. That's no matter what anybody else wants to think, say. I should have been able to complain that that guy was threatening me, and Nye County should have stopped him. And then I could have went on living my life without the threat around my home. It's only self-evident that when you bring a threat around somebody's home, they come out and fucking try to make that stop. If it was just somebody from the public, I don't know if I wouldn't be able to make that stop. There's nobody to complain to about it. I'd have to live with that. But that public service employee doing it with the intent to use his position to fucking force me to do something I don't want to do, that was more different, you know? The founding fathers said that the U.S. is Christian and it won't work any other way. They were also very skeptical of democracy. I am shooting from the hip, though. Yeah, no, the democracy part would definitely be a skepticism. But the only problem with me would be the Christian part would be a skepticism too, because we're not supposed to, you know, we're supposed to practice our religions, but we're not supposed to use the government to force a religion. So, like, we wouldn't want to get into a position where we were forcing through the government installation that people need to be Christian. That's a pretty evil thing. I'm a Christian and I don't want to be forced to be a Christian. You start forcing me to be a Christian, now all of a sudden I have to question myself on whether or not I'm a Christian or not. Have I been forced the entire time and just didn't recognize the signs? You see what I'm saying? I thought Christianity was your choice, not my choice for you. As soon as you start forcing me to be along the lines of forcing others to be Christian, I don't want to force nobody to be Christian. No. I don't even want to catch God forcing people to be Christian because I won't want to be that. That's spooky to me. That's more spookier. You're guaranteeing that somebody's going to try to use force. And from the people that are supposed to be the people I hang out with at the churches that I'm supposed to go to. That's scary. I do not want that for nobody. Imagine being forced to be a Muslim. Even though I love the Muslim ideology, I would be I would be frightened for anybody that was supposed to be forced to be a Muslim, and I would want to defend myself and others against being forced to be a Muslim. Same as for Christianity. I want to oppose anybody that's trying to force Christianity. Any of them. I don't really like Wiccan and all that witchy stuff. All that, oh, it sounds a little bit edgy, so I think I'm cool with this. I don't understand it, so I can't say that I don't like it, but I I understand a lot of it. I grew up listening to this shit in Utah, a lot. Uh, yeah, it's the type of shit you need to like believe in to fucking have a hold on you, and then at the same time, you know, your beliefs are very everybody in the world's belief is very fragile. that any one of us can be swayed. That's what's so scary about everybody. You know, you don't want to be swayed. You know, the swayers are trying to take control of others. There's no way to be controlled if you just can't even allow your mind to go there. You can't even. It's, you're. It's not a good thing to be controlled. You know. So I don't know. Sometimes maybe it is a good thing to be controlled. Some people like to be controlled. That's what's so weird about this world. Very weird world. I'm gonna go ahead and take off because homeboy was gonna come back, but I don't. I don't want to stick around right now. I got things to do. I mean, he wanted to go take a shower. Well, now all of a sudden I have to, you know, not necessarily take a shower, but I want to make something to eat, or I just wanted something to drink or something. But I gotta go find something. So I have to go out into the world. So crazy ass world. I'll come live here in another while. I'll come live. I'll be back live here in a little bit. Maybe there is no need to go live sometime. Bye.